Hey Patreon, how are you guys doing? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Yeah, I'm really blessed by you guys being here. Thank you so much. So this video is about lentils, the ultimate prepper food. I tell you what, lentils got a lot of things going on. They're also known as dal, D-A-L, in India. But that's mainly you see the bigger lentils, that when you cook them, they retain their shape. That has the hull on them, but it's edible. Dal is predominantly the smaller ones that you see, that whenever they're cooked, well actually no, I guess both, India, they call it dal in India, it's popular. But anyway, yeah, so the bigger ones that retain their form are still the shell on them, but like I said, it's edible. The smaller ones are actually the seeds inside the shell, so whenever you cook them, they kind of turn into like a mush, kind of like refried beans type stuff. But anyway, they are a legume. And yeah, I got notes because I don't have all this in the memory. So there's different types of them. You've seen the red, the greenish brown ones, the yellow ones, the black, and there's even black ones that are they're like a beluga, or I don't know. It's named after the caviar. So and some you see more often with the shells removed, like the yellow and the red. More often you see the shells removed. The greens and browns. Greenish brown ones are, have the shells on them. But you can, like I said, you can eat it. It's no big deal. So anyway, basic information about lentils. In 1 cup of lentils, this is nutritional data, there's 230 calories. So, decent calories. 40 carbs, pretty decent. Protein, 18 protein. So almost a 2-to-1 ratio. Almost twice the number of carbs as protein, which I'm not really emphasis on the carb portion, but the protein, 18 grams of protein to 40 grams of carbs is really good. That's a very well balanced food. It's pretty awesome. 0.8 fat, so less than a gram of fat. It's not so good in that category if you guys are looking for a fat source. Fiber, 15.6 grams. Pretty decent. I mean, that's, fiber is important in your body to keep you regular and take care of your body. So one thing that's really good about legumes is for diabetics, because they have a low amount of readily digestible starch and a high amount of slow digestible starch. So it takes that, it's kind of like slow release sugars. So the sugars release slower over time. So they're really good food for diabetics. If you're diabetic, you probably already know that. But if not, look into lentils. Some of the vitamins they have, lots of vitamins. And I'm just going to list them off. B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, folate, B12, C, D, E, and K. And then some of the good minerals that are in lentils: calcium, copper, iron, magnesium, manganese, phosphorus, potassium, selenium, sodium, and zinc. So you see there's a lot of good vitamins and minerals in lentils. Really good source. So how do you eat them? Some people eat them soaked, just soaked. You can eat them. You don't even have to cook them. Sprouted is another good one. We know that whenever we sprout foods, they increase the nutritional value. So that can be really good. Lentil sprouts. Hey, I haven't eaten them, I don't think. Maybe I have in India or something like that, possibly. Also, you can fry them. You don't even have to boil them first. You can just throw them in the pan and fry them. Baked is another thing that some people do, but boiled is most commonly known. It's like you cook like you cook kidney beans or black beans or pinto beans. Put them in the pot, soak them, cook them in the water, boil them. That's the most common. You can also, when they're dry, you can ground them into flour, and you can make breads. Flat breads, tortillas. You can use them in any kind of bread. So that's a really good thing. Growing them. The soil, they like sandy and also clay and loamy soils. Just a sec. Actually, I'll keep it going. Any of you can hear that. You hear this, the type of the rotors, the sound of the rotors? That's an Apache attack helicopter. Oh my God, they're coming for me. I gotta run and get my gear. No, it's not a conspiracy. Military flies helicopters around. I live not too far from JBLM, Joint Base Lewis McChord. Lots of military there. So yes, Military helicopters fly overhead, and it doesn't mean that the world is ending. It doesn't mean they're coming to throw you in a FEMA camp. Anyway, that was an Apache. Okay, yeah, so the soil, sandy, clay, and loamy, pH around 7. They don't like lots of water, like flooding or waterlogged areas. So I know they grow really well in eastern Washington, and the Palouse region of Washington and Idaho has the largest U.S. production area. But the largest producers in the world are actually Canada. Canada produces more lentils than India. But it's Canada, India, and the United States, the top 3 producers of lentils in the world. Lentils also improve the soil qualities. So if you've gardened an area for a while, they still need nutrients. I'm not saying totally depleted soil, but you can plant lentils in it, and it will help rejuvenate the soil for your next crop. It's a really good rotational crop to add in. Also, some lab tests show, this is not scientific data, but the polyphenols are able to stop the growth of cancer cells. I don't know. It's not proven. And this is lab tests. And then some other animal tests also show some other nutritional benefits. There are some things with lentils, I forget exactly. I should have written the notes down. My failure, I apologize. If you eat too many of them or too much of them, there are some conditions that it affects some different people differently. So if you're going to make lentils a major part of your diet, look into that. I'm sorry I didn't do the research. Like I said, my bad. I love you guys, but I failed you. Lentils, so look into it. Get big, huge bags of lentils. You can get all the different colors of lentils. Yeah, it's a really good prepper food, as well as beans and rice. It'll go really well with them. So I just wanted to do a video and inform you guys and teach you guys about lentils, the prepper legume, basically. Very well balanced food, very good for you, very healthy. Yeah, really good for your body. So I love you guys. Keep prepping a little every day. And remember, put a peace of mind and a fear, even though all this havoc and chaos is going on in the world. Stay strong. Keep your head on a swivel. I love you guys, and blessings to you and yours.